As you can see, I have got a 92 overall, completely maxed out Anthony Edwards in NBA Infinite. Massive shout out to the Courtside Creator Program for giving me access to this test build. This is not on my main account, it is on an exclusive test build. Anthony Edwards himself is planned to be added to the limited time hoop draft pool in the next few weeks, so that's similar to Victor Wembanyama. So that's probably going to mean that you are going to have to spend money in order to get him. So I won't be getting him on my main account because of course I am free to play, but I have him here exclusively on this test build, so I thought I'd try some gameplay with him at 92 overall. You can see his exclusive over there is leader of the pack. Of course, his exclusive and dominance are kind of themed with the Minnesota Timberwolves. It says when performing a layup or a dunk, Edwards' block resistance and shot contest resistance increases. When he's driving after his exclusive between the legs dribble, his high speed dribble increases. When shooting after his exclusive between the legs dribble, his mid-range attributes also increase as well. And all you have to do to unlock this is just by simply tapping the crossover button. And then underneath that, you can see his dominance is Alpha Wolf, and it says Edwards can perform his exclusive posterizer on any player that has a lower strength attribute than him. All I have to do is drag the joystick and the shot stick towards the basket to trigger this move. You can see all of his skills over there. He's got a bunch of finishing skills as kind of expected with all those dunking skills, layup skills, and all of that stuff. 7 of the shooting skills over there, and then of course off ball. Then you got the dribble ones, and then the pass, and then of course defensive as well. So he's not great on the defensive end. He's heavily centered around getting those dunks and of course those layups, which is kind of expected when you've got his dominance and exclusive giving you those great dunks. You can see his stats over there. His strength is really good. Speed is pretty good as well with the quickness. Dunk, layup is pretty good. Three-pointer and mid-range are not great at all. You can see 592 and 590, and this is a maxed out version of Anthony Edwards. If I go ahead and actually downgrade him to rank 1, which is probably going to be what a lot of people are getting him at straight away, you can see those stats are not amazing, especially at the 3 points and mid-range. Strength is still pretty good, and then speed as well is decent. If we compare him to, say, probably one of the best shooting guards we've got in the game at the moment, at similar overall as well, you can see Paul George there. Anthony Edwards' strength is a lot better, but again, Paul George's 3-point shot is plus 208 and mid-range is 97, but you can see Anthony Edwards' dunk and layup is so much better than that Paul George. So it kind of depends on how you want to go ahead and play the game, and that will determine whether you want to get him. But of course, because he's just getting added to that hoop draft pool, it's going to be very tough to be able to rank him up to rank 7 without spending an absolute ton of money. But let's see exactly how he will play in some 3v3 matches. I think I'm up against bots, so I will be having to call for the ball all the time, but hopefully we can still get the win and try and get some good plays in with Anthony Edwards. We're guarding up that Fred VanVleet. They've managed to come through though for the two-handed slam, but now it's our turn, so we're going to see whether we can get some posterizer dunks with Anthony Edwards. We've got KD there, but he's not going to pass us the ball, getting that dunk off straight away. That's the thing when you're playing with bots, it's always hard to get the ball off them sometimes. But let me know what your thoughts and opinions are about the new update that did drop in the game. Are you liking the stuff? There hasn't been a huge amount of stuff that got added right away. Of course, we've had new hoop hustle mode being added to the game, which looks okay. Let's see what we can do with Anthony Edwards over here. We'll try and get that leader of the pack move. All you just have to do is tap the crossover button and we'll come through with that poster printer dunk. Are we going to get a replay on that? No, unfortunately not, but it's so easy to activate his exclusive move, which is actually kind of nice to see, because some of the other players, it does take a little bit of skill to actually activate them. You can see that leader of the pack one. If I just tap the crossover button once, you got that between the leg dribble, and then we'll come through for that easy posterizer slam over Clint Capella. It's really simple to do. Of course, I'm playing against bots here, so the competition is not really high, but you can kind of see what sort of dunks he's got in his locker. They're going to play it out to KD. Are we going to be able to get the ball? Is KD just going to keep dribbling around? He finally passes it to us. We'll try that leader of the pack thing again. We'll try and get a good poster this time. We've come through, and there we go. That one-handed slam, making it look really easy. No replays on any of these dunks, though. It's probably because the AI is not guarding us hard enough over there. And again, the AI is just going to come through with that one-handed slam. We'll try some shots with Anthony Edwards, though, because that was one of the downsides with this card in terms of his shooting. Of course, the mid-range and that three-pointer as well. We'll try and get a bit of separation between us and Fred VanVleet. We'll go for that standing two-pointer. So he's going to knock that one down, kind of expected. It was a wide open look, and of course he was balanced on that one. We might have to try some tougher shots with him, but we'll pick up the rebound there, which is good to see, and we'll try and get another good shot in if we can. We'll try a step back this time. It's a wide open look. We're still going to knock it down again, wide open. So it's probably going to be a little bit different when you come up against him in a proper 3v3 game against real life opponents. But we have got that Alpha Wolf ability, so we'll activate that. We're just about going to get the rebound that time. We'll go for a 3-pointer this time. It's an off-balance 3, and we're just unfortunately going to miss that one. And that's where that 3-pointer comes into play. And of course, I wasn't even heavily contested or moderately contested on that shot. KD's going to go for that shot though, and he's knocking it down. They're going to try and drive in. Can we get the block? Yes, Anthony Edwards there, just about getting the block, which is good to see. We'll get the acceleration master, and we come through with an insane poster printer dunk. We got Clint Capella falling all over the floor there as we get the replay as well. That one-handed slam looking absolutely crazy. That's why we want Anthony Edwards in the game. That's why there was so much anticipation with him from what he was doing in the actual NBA. And now you can do it in NBA Infinite with that insane posterizer dunk. And we get another block there, which is great to see. Can we come through for a posterizer? It's too easy now. That exclusive move is so easy to pull off. Just moving the joystick and of course the shot stick as well towards the basket and getting that one done. We'll try and pull it off again. We'll go through and we get that one-handed slam again. It is really easy. Again, I'm playing with bots, so the competition is not very high at all, but it's always nice when Anthony Edwards just comes up, gets the posterizer dunk, sends someone to the floor. It's absolutely nuts. They've gone for the 2-pointer though. We're not going to get the rebound. His rebounding stats are quite low, but we'll get the ball back. We'll try and get that exclusive dribble move off. We just about do there. It's not showing up as getting exclusive, but we'll come through again with another poster printer dunk, another replay. Now the replays are coming in. We jump up and we send King Capella away from the basket. He doesn't want to even jump up to try and block Anthony Edwards, which is kind of understandable. You don't want to get caught in his poster over there. They're going to try the dunk. They get stopped though. We're not going to get the rebound again. Isaac there picking up the board. Is KD going to pass us the ball? Not looking likely. He's kind of dribbling around. There we go. We get the ball there. Acceleration master will come through again. It's a Euro step this time and we'll get that one made. So of course he's got the Euro step ability as we saw with his skills. He's basically maxed out on the dunking and the layup, which is great to see. And that's going to be the end of that game. So 24-8. Of course, Anthony Edwards, we're playing up against bots. Really easy game over there and an easy way of showcasing his skills. We'll get the ball over here. We'll try and get another posterizer dunk. We've got the exclusive move off, and it's just really easy at this point, getting that one-handed slam knocked down. We got the ball here at the top of the arc. We'll use that leader of the pack ability to go around Fred VanVleet and again push Clint Capella out the way and get the posterizer dunk. You can see that one-handed slam in action, sending Clint Capella, and again, he doesn't want to jump up to try and get the block. We'll use the acceleration master. This time, though, we do get stopped, and unfortunately, we don't get the dunk off. Clint Capella's going to go for the 2. He's going to miss that one, and that's the end of the play for us. We'll try and use the pump fake and drive here if he's got it. He does have that ability. We've gone around Fred VanVleet and again through for the poster printer with the one-handed slam. Of course, that is a better move to do. I did it a bit sluggishly, as it were, with that pump fake and drive, but in proper competitive matches, it would be good to get through and get the dunk. Anthony Edwards in this game kind of reminds me of a much better version of Aaron Gordon, because if you guys remember at the beginning of the game, Aaron Gordon was really good at getting through and getting the dunks against lower overall opponents, and Anthony Edwards seems to be doing the same, getting through and getting those dunks. He doesn't have great shooting stats or anything like that, so you kind of have to rely on those dunks. But this obviously is a much better version of that Aaron Gordon card because it's so easy to get those exclusive dunks off. And of course, they're really likely to go in every single time you try and get one. We'll come through again, this time a two-handed slam straight over Clint Capella. Unfortunately, no replay on that one, but that was such a nice dunk to see him do. Instead of that one-handed slam, we'll end the game off with an insane block on Fred VanVleet there. He's not getting that three-pointer off, even though it wouldn't have made any difference to the game. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Anthony Edwards' stats in the game. Again, massive shout out to the Courtside Creator Program for giving me access to this test build. It is a shame though how we will only be added to that limited time hoop draft, which does mean you'll probably have to spend money in order to get him. I think that's a real shame, and hopefully they'll change stuff in terms of the accessibility of players later on down the line. If you got any feedback, let me know in the comment section down below, and I can try my best to pass it on to the game developers. If you want to go check out my thoughts and opinions on NBA Infinite as a whole, I went ahead and compared it to another mobile basketball game called NBA Live Mobile. If you want to go check out the full comparison between the two of them, go press on the video in the bottom left hand corner, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.